Alright guys, this isn't really related to anything, but this is back on my RuneScape 2007 Alkan and Jason staking video. Watch this fight right here. This is a whip box right here, or a whip stake, I guess. Watch these two fight and watch what happens. It's fucking crazy. It's probably the craziest stake I've actually seen in my life. Just watch. That's pretty fucked. Is that like a 96 to 99 HP win? What the fuck? And the guy was auto spamming whatever at 100 mil stake, so that might have been a 100 mil stake. The guy walked out with 96 HP. What the fuck? Welcome. Welcome to an old school progress video. We are at the lovely place, Motherlode Mining. We haven't been here in a while. I know you guys probably don't know what this place is because I never recorded here before. In fact, the last like 3 old school videos have just like been in this place, which is great. Anyways, about a week ago or so, I tweeted at ModJohnC, which is one of the old school J mods. I think he mostly just works on old school. I don't think he's ever worked on RS3, so I'd probably just call him just an old school J mod. But if you guys didn't know, he actually also did play old school when it first came out. I think he got up to rank 4 on old school. This is, of course, whenever I retired, or else he would have been like rank 8 or some shit, probably. I mean, when I retired, the game became quite easy anyways, so obviously anyone after that, psh. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, so now obviously he is a J mod, which is actually quite nice. I won't lie, to have a J mod that is in fact max. And not only max, because I think a lot of things matter about J mods knowing their own game, but he's actually a max efficient player, from what I would assume if he got up to rank 4 at least, which means he's not an idiot. So if something ever seems a little bit too OP, he probably won't even bother pulling it because he's like, well, this is a bit too OP. I already know this because he's experienced in the game, which is, I would say, a very nice thing to have, a J mod that has actually played the game and played it efficiently, not one of those people that like cook lobsters and fish them and stuff. So the thing I tweeted him was, if I beat him to max cape, which is actual max total, old school should get a max cape, because right now he's been making a joke saying what's his name? If skill specs gets a max cape on old school, that's when it'll come out. If he gets max total, that's when the max cape will come out. And he's a PKer, so obviously he won't ever get maxed. But yes, whenever he was hired as obviously as a J mod, he kind of just completely stopped playing on his account just because he had other priorities, I guess. Yeah, so I told him if I beat it to a max cape or a max total at least, we would get a max cape ASAP. Which obviously, if you can tell, I'm very far from a max cape on this account. I keep saying max cape, but I keep meaning to say max total. Same fucking shit. Hopefully, you guys understand. But yeah, I think the last 2 skills he actually has is mining and hunter. Only when a J mod has mining and hunter left, they update mining skill to make it like AFK. And before butterfly hunting pretty soon. I would not be surprised. Though I think that Mod Reach has talked about butterfly handed catching anyways in the past. Which I guess that'd be 4. I mean, you basically had to train hunter to train a max cape or a max total efficiently. Because you need the money from hunter no matter what. And obviously if you do barehanded catching, you won't make any money, but you will probably save some time because of the agility skill. So I guess it'll matter if you have money or not. You don't have to train hunter like that. For me, I will probably do barehanded catching if it ever comes out. Mostly just for the hunter, obviously. Not too much about the agility. Agility isn't that bad, to be honest. I don't see it to be too much different than other skills. In fact, it's faster than what I'm doing right now. So I'm kind of used to getting shitty experience at the moment. Anyways, basic point, I'll show you guys a few screenshots I bothered just to take just because I knew I'd probably end up talking about this in a video anyways, and I could at least have some type of a picture to show. Let me just quickly click on the next mining thing. Okay, there we go. So, obviously, I'm going to assume he probably thought I'm going to be trading on my Alkan account, which is obviously my RS3 account, so I can't. But yeah, basically goes on to say that by the end of the year, probably 50 people will be maxed, which I assume it actually might be even more. Maybe not, actually, because some people that are like rank 50 right now are actually quite far from a max cape. A lot of them probably don't have the slower skills, but roughly 50 people might be maxed by then. And I also asked them, obviously, if they're going to copy the max cape on RS3. Obviously, before they had Mod Alfred, they had to kind of copy things, and they couldn't really do too much with editing. And basically just change graphical things. They had to kind of just stick with the regular shit. Like Kraken Boss is a copy of another thing, so, you know, things like that. But don't change Kraken. Kraken looks freaking awesome. And of course, I did ask him later on, now just to remove randoms, and he says planning to. I think mostly randoms were kind of just to stop botters on this game, and I mean apparently a lot of botters have been gone, and you can also kind of tell just by looking at prices of things. That can always kind of distinguish if there are botters or not in the game, if the price is very, very low. Best way to look up prices for at least on old school, I mean obviously it used to be Pure S, but then Nightmare Zone kind of ruined that, would probably be sharks, raw sharks and regular sharks. And maybe nature runes, although old school nature runes will continue to go down because it's the most efficient way to actually make money while trading skills. And since a lot of people are going for more than just 99 rune crafting, it's going to keep driving it down. I kind of hope someday just to revive nature runes on this game because it is quite crucial to leave nature runes at a higher price. They come out with a spell a little bit more OP than Alk. I have no idea. It uses 2 nature runes at a time. Like, I don't know, just something. It doesn't have to be Alk. It can be anything. Just a new spell that's good for training with, and it just uses up nature runes. And if you guys take a look at this, you guys know that we are in for quite a bit of trouble with nature runes. They're nearing 200 each pretty damn soon. People are buying for 210 and selling for like 230. So, yeah. But yes, just wanted to show you guys a few of those pictures, and yes, hopefully we will be getting a max cape sometime in the future. Oh, and I also did tell them if they design the max cape, if they're gonna make it look like a skill cape, it should be pink. Everyone that wants it to be pink, say 1 in the comments right now. I think a pink cape would look freaking amazing, especially for a max cape. That looks sexy. But yeah, I'm quite curious to see what Alfred can do for a max cape. I think John C. told me that he's going to be working on the max cape, but obviously I think he's just joking about that. But yeah, Alfred has done a very good job with graphical updates for this game. He's done a lot of nice things with things. So hopefully, you know, it actually looks nice. I'm going to laugh if it looks a lot better than the RS3 max cape. It's going to be pretty funny, to be honest. And I'm thinking it probably will look better just because Alfred is a very good designer for this game. He's done a very good job with a few items that I can think of at least, especially the... what's it called? The agile armor, whatever crap it's called. And we did have a little small, I'll just add this in there before I got too long. This is supposed to be a progress video. I haven't made much progress besides mining for 6 minutes, so fucking gains. But we did talk a little bit about how people will probably vote no for a max cape just because if it has any stats at all, I'm going to assume people might think like, well, then it's kind of a little bit too OP or something like that. I kind of brought up possibly a topic of if you do have the stats to get a max cape, you can use a fire cape on it, and then it's just as good as a fire cape. If a max cape isn't as good as a fire cape, it will never be used unless people are just doing regular skills, which probably won't even see then unless like they don't need to wear a spotter cape or anything. But yeah, no one's going to be wearing a max cape if it has no stats. I personally think it needs better stats than a fire cape, and I also said, you know, it would be cosmetic in the wilderness. So if you try to go PKing with a max cape on, it won't give you any stat boost. Just like a completionist cape does work in the wilderness for RS3, a max cape probably wouldn't give you any stats. So, you know, you can't go PKing with it and have an advantage. Not to mention, most people at max are not going to spend their time PKing, especially on old school, just because it takes a long ass time. I mean, who spends 4,000 hours or 3,000 hours to get a cape and then go PKing with? Anyways, I've talked for way too long. I'm going to keep this sort of more about progress. I have 83 mining currently. I'll see you guys in about a day or two, hopefully with level 85. Keep in mind, I do have to log on to my RS3 account and do my Armadillo series as well. It's kind of hard to balance both of them between each other. But I do want to continue doing my Armadillo. I think I'm at 320 kills right now or something like that. So maybe by the time this video is out, you might see 400 out of 1,000 kills coming out sometime soon. But yes, I'll see you guys shortly with hopefully 84 and then 85, and then we'll try. There we go, guys. 850 torsos sold for 7K each, which is a little bit of a step up, actually. So, update obviously has not come out yet, but there is a lovely, basically a huge amount of profit. Show you guys so far my herb collection. A little bit of an update for you guys. Or not my herb collection, my potion collection. These are all so far that I have made from, let me just quickly do this. I've made from doing my herbal levels. I will show you guys my herbal level right now once I go back to phallically. And here's a little update as well on my mining stuff. Saw that from mining. So, yes, level 91 herbal now has been achieved, which means I can also, I passed level 90, which means I can make the super combat potions once they come out, which was kind of my goal. I wanted to get that out of the way with, because I think maybe in the future, even though the super combat potions are right now tradable, but if a potion ever comes out with 99 with a high level herblore, obviously, then herblore will become a bit more expensive viable. But I don't think that will ever happen with old school, to be honest, because I don't think they want herblore to, like I said, affect your combat. Because obviously, if you have like an overload, that's going to make you train your combat faster, and if you can't trade it, you're basically at a disadvantage. Though I will say I'm having trouble selling them, so I've kind of thought that I might keep those potions. And it's supposed to be like a secret outfit, but I'm going to tell you guys anyways because you guys are fucking big dick subs. Um, yeah, I'm going to be probably keeping my Sarah brews and maybe some restores. I might sell some restores, but the brews I'm thinking about keeping just because I know that Core Beast is coming out in just about 2 months now. And for example, when Galwar's Engine came out, I think brews went up to like 15k each, and super restores were 25k each. I remember buying them for that price. It fucking sucked. And when I think about Corp, it's definitely going to require a lot of brews as well. So I guess we'll see what happens. I might still sell them off anyways, though, and just continue trading Herblore. And then once I get almost 99, or even 99 if I can, then I'll just keep whatever brews I have left. So that's kind of an idea of mine. I didn't have to tell you guys this. I'm not trying to make Herblore. I'm not trying to make the brews rise. It's just something I'm trying to do at the back of my head, just make some profit. But yeah, it's an update on mining, level 83, 90k till 84. Didn't do too much mining today just because I did some construction on my other accounts. So I did a little bit of fishing, I guess I can say. So yeah, 450k till. I think, yeah, if you guys can see it, I did 1.3 mil thieving today. So whenever I thieve, the best option for me is probably to do fishing for monkfish. Mining's a little bit harder to do, but I mean, I could possibly do it, but I'd rather just do fishing because I'm going for 99 in that as well anyways. And we are also already at 2,037 total, which is pretty nice to see. Not too bad at all. Getting there. I'll see you guys soon in the next clip. Okay, here we go. Here comes 85 mining. Yeah. The stream delay is too bad. Runite or now I can start doing my little mining and making good cheap piece.